Now, this was the channel that Nifty has been trading for a long period of time, and it's been going up and going down. But I know how many of you have noticed this. In the last 1 week, actually not even 1 week, in the last 2 weeks, Nifty has been struggling to do something. Actually, it's fighting a lot. You know what Nifty has been doing in the last 1 to 2 weeks? It has been fighting to keep the 17,000 barrier. This 17,000 mark that it has right here, it has been fighting day in, day out, so that it doesn't go below 17,000. In fact, it did give a lot of scares, right? We saw the market coming here and closing below 17,000. It closed at 16,700 and we got very scared and we said, oh shit, what is happening, right? Will it go down even more? But then immediately the market went back up, came back down, went back up. Now, where is the market going? What are the different fears that people are talking about? There are a couple of things with respect to macroeconomics. So let's do a macroeconomic update first, okay? Now, if you look at macroeconomics right now, 83% of global CEOs of big companies are predicting that there is going to be a recession in the next 12 months. Not right now, in the next 12 months. Can somebody tell me why is it not going to happen right now, but why will recession happen in the next 12 months? Right? There is a reason for this. Now, let me tell you what the reason is, right? If you look at if you look at the community right now, if you look at the global platform right now, Fed is constantly increasing the interest rate to decrease inflation, right? But this is not going to happen right now. This is going to take place after a long time, at least 6 to 8 months. We will see the repercussions of what is happening right now. So whatever tap they open and close right now, whenever they increase the interest rate today, the effect will happen only in the next few months. So a lot of people are predicting that recession will happen in the next 12 months, right? So a lot of people are creating panic. Now this is US, not India. Please keep a clear track about these two. This is for US economy, not Indian economy. We will come to Indian economy later. This is US. Do you know what is happening now in Europe? A very significant thing happened last month. Do you know what happened in Europe? So Russia came to Europe and said, I'm cutting down all my gas supply to you guys. Okay, Russia said, I'm not going to give you my gas supply. You're putting too much sanctions on me. I'm not going to give you energy at all. Some geopolitical problems were happening. And because of that, Europe is now going through an energy crisis. In fact, it's a very weird phenomenon. Look at this. Okay, it's a very weird phenomenon. First of all, the gas crisis is going on in Europe, and basically France sends Germany gas for the first time amid Russia energy crisis. So Europe is now struggling to keep the lights on, right? They're struggling to keep the lights on because they don't have any more gas in the entire country. That is number one. Number two, the wood industry, right? The wood industry has suddenly seen a massive boom. Can somebody assume why this is the case? Okay. Because of the gas crisis that is happening in the world, a lot of people now in Europe are accumulating wood so that they can use wood as a fossil fuel, not fossil fuel, but use wood as a fuel source to actually get more and more energy, right? So they're using wood now, and wood wood industry is now doing really well, and you can see a massive burst in the commodity of wood. So this is happening as well, right? So can you believe Russia cut down gas supply to Europe? Europe is struggling, and because of that, wood thing has gone up quite interesting, right? Crazy. This is why macroeconomics is so beautiful, because winter is coming and Europe is going to go through a bad winter, mainly because the gas crisis is going on in Europe. Now, is this something that is going to end tomorrow? Is the gas crisis going to end tomorrow? It is not going to end tomorrow. It is going to take some time, right? And Europe is struggling. Now, where will Europe go for gas? Chalo, let's look at it from again a macroeconomic perspective. Where will Europe go for gas? Now, France is sending a little bit of gas to Europe. Okay, fine, great. How much can you send? Little bit you'll send, right? Next, they'll go to US. US will not give gas. US itself is struggling with a lot of renewable energy. They are going through an energy crisis as well. Yes, so they have two options that they can go to, as fatty acids is saying. They can go one to Saudi, or they can tell Russia, sorry, whatever you're doing is fine. Please I will remove all sanctions, Russia. Please give me the entire gas back. Right? So these are the two things that are happening. Now, another beautiful thing is that Saudi is also acting very smart. And in fact, Saudi is also acting very pricey, because when Biden had come to Saudi to ask for oil and gas, Saudi did not agree to it. They said, no, boss, sorry, you had that one more scene was going on in your country. You did not help us. Now we will not help you. So Saudi and Russia are playing monopoly right now, and they are literally controlling the next energy war, which is currently taking place. And what a lot of people are saying, listen to this very carefully, what a lot of people are saying is that Russia is being very mean, Saudi is being very mean, right? So a lot of people are saying that why doesn't US open Iran and Iraq and all those oil deposits that they have seized, right, in the past? Why don't you open that to the world market and we can start buying from there, right? Why are you just depending on Saudi? Why are you just depending on Russia? Why don't you open all of that? So now that has become another thing, right? Now India is in good relations with both. Yes, India is in good relations with both. We are in fact getting cheap oil and cheap energy from Russia. So we are very happy. Russia is very happy. But the European markets and US markets are currently struggling. And because the interest rates are also going up, all the money is leaving India and slowly going into US. Now, coming to the Indian market. Okay, this is the beautiful macroeconomic update. I hope you guys are understanding. Coming to the Indian market right now. If you look at the Indian market, if in a recession happens in US, let's assume 12 months into the future a recession happens in US. What usually happens when a recession happens is there is no money in the system. Okay, there is no money in the system and the US bond will be at a very high rate. So a lot of people will remove money from the stock market and invest in the bond market, or invest in fixed deposits, or invest in government bonds, which is risk-free asset, which is safe. This is what will happen 12 months into the future. Now imagine a situation where all these FIIs that were investing in India will not invest in India. What will happen then? What do you think will happen to our market if there is no FII activity into our country and there is only DIIs trading every day, and DII, which is domestic institutional investors, trade only a small amount, right? They don't trade a massive amount. FIIs basically control the market. So what will happen according to you if FIIs stop investing in India? The volume reduces a lot, but Indian markets are, currently there. So what happens is, if FIIs stop investing in India, then the Indian markets will not move in a bullish momentum. It will be in a very accumulation mode. It will be in a very stagnant mode. It will go up, definitely go up, right? Because DIIs will be overall net buyers than net sellers. It will definitely go up, but it will go up in a very slow tortoise-based speed, right? And if you look at this, right, if I go back to your 2008, which I showed you, right? Long back I had shown you this 2008 graph as well. If you see the 2008 graph, one sec, okay, where is 2008? Yeah, so when this happened, we did go up. It's not like we did not go up. We definitely went up, right? And this whole period of from here to here before the next bull run, we definitely went up. But how much did we actually go up? Right, we went up from here to, I would say, till here, right? We went up 4 times, almost 389% from 2008 to 2020. Okay, let's assume, yeah, this is March to Jan. Yeah, so we almost in 11 years the market went up 4 times. In 11 years the market went up 4 times. So the market does go up. It's not like it doesn't go up, because DIIs are always net buyers, but it goes up in a very slow pace. And why do I say very slow pace? If you actually zoom in a little bit more and check it from a monthly angle, a yearly angle, right? 2010 to 2011. Now look at this, right? If I catch 2010 here, just to give you guys an idea, you can see this, right? And 2011 ending, right? 2010 itself ending, actually, you will see that the entire market went up by 15%. So 15% is not bad. 15% is good compounding. This, in fact, index is giving you approximately 15% returns. But you see, it's very stagnant. It goes very slowly. Now, how do we win here? Right? How do we win in such a market which is not moving up too much? Now, again, this is 12 years into the future, so we don't have to look at it now. But in all of these cycles, in all of these 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, in all of these periods, okay, please understand that there were always stocks that were trending, or there were always sectors that were trending. Okay, now what those sectors are, what those stocks are, we will keep learning and trying to analyze when the time comes. But I'm just giving you a context from the Indian macroeconomic perspective that in the next 12 months, there is a big possibility that we will go into a recession, right? And if we do go into a recession, consider that as the golden accumulation period. Okay, consider that period as your amazing buy period. You will still make 3x, 4x your money over the period of 10 years. But the minute the next bull run hits, your portfolio will go up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, right? And that is when you exit. As soon as you see it going up 7, 8 times, you exit your portfolio and wait for the next correction to happen, because now you've seen how the market reacts in when a bull run happens, and then when the bull run goes away. You've seen this entire cycle. So now this zone is the best time to accumulate, and the minute you accumulate in this zone, you will suddenly see a massive bull run happening again in the future, and that is when all of you will become crorepati's. That is how people make money in the bear market, or millionaires are made in the bear market. This is how it is, right? Find good stocks, find fundamentally good stocks, keep investing, wait for the next bull run. When the next bull run happens, exit your money, because you know after that it comes down eventually. Understood? Number two, what is happening with your IT stocks? First, let's take a big roundup about IT stocks. TCS result was good. TCS result was very good. I'm just showing you something. One sec. Yeah, I'm going back into daily chart. So TCS result was good, and TCS is currently trading in this zone. Okay, please keep this in your radar right now if you have not kept this in your radar. TCS is currently trading at this zone, right, where 2000, actually where 3000 is acting as a support. 3000 is acting at a very strong support, which it's not breaking. But what is happening right now, it's creating a beautiful pattern where either it will break out or break down. One of that is going to happen, and that is going to happen next month in November itself, right? Either it will break out strongly from this line, from this trend line, and then start making new highs. The minute it breaks out strongly, you will take a buy position here, right? The minute it goes down from this line and breaks this, we already know that the next is 2600. It's a 10% fall over here. We will take a sell position here. Now, please make a note of this. TCS, very crucial zone. Okay, Tata Elxsi. Okay, now somebody was asking about Tata Elxsi as well, right? Look at this. This is how Tata Elxsi is currently looking. Tata Elxsi trades in a channel from a very long period of time. It has been trading in a channel, but now it has gone below the channel, not too below, somewhat moderately below. It had done that once or twice in the past. But is it a good time to buy right now? Q2 profit up 39%, revenues from operations at 763 crores. It is, oh, it has been a good result again. Again, a good result, right? The EPS has also improved to 27 rupees. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think you can again go ahead with Tata Elxsi. You can take a buy position here. So this is exactly what I was trying to talk about, right? Mainly that if the results were good, then you take a buy position here, because then you will see the rally going back up to this point, right? I was only worried that if the result was bad, then it would go back down here, but the result is not bad. In fact, IT companies are giving good result, except Wipro. All the companies are giving good result, right? So this, because it's given a good result, this is actually in a very good position to buy right now, and you can take a buy call over here. You can literally take a buy position call right now over here, which is currently at 8500, and you can just wait, because this now will eventually go up, right? It went down quarter on quarter, yeah, but I think the result did not, if the result was really bad, it would have crashed by 4 to 5%. Revenue from operations from September to June, there is an increase from September to September. So quarter on quarter, it has definitely increased on total income. So quarter on quarter revenue rise is definitely there. Year on year revenue rise is also definitely there. So that is okay for now. Let's look at the total expenses. Let's look at profit before tax. Okay, so profit before tax has in fact fallen from a quarter on quarter perspective. From a year on year perspective, obviously it has to do well, but from a quarter on quarter profit before tax, which is almost your EBITDA margin, has actually taken a dip. Why has it taken a dip? There is something that has come out new here. You know what has come out new? Other expenses has gone up by almost what, 220 crores, almost 20 crores. 80, 100, yeah, almost 20 crores, right? So other expenses have gone up almost by 20 crores, number one, and employee benefit expense has also gone up quite significantly, right? This has also gone up by around 30 crores. So 30 plus 20, around 50 crores has been impacted only for the extra expenses that you can see right here. Okay, number one. Number two, if you look at the net profit has slightly dipped, and the EPS has slightly dipped, right? Now, why did the share price, can somebody tell me this now? Very interesting news. Okay, why did the share price not go down after this result? Can somebody tell me? Can somebody tell me why did the share price not go down after this result? Because ideally the share price should go down after this result. Maybe it will go down in the next few days, but why do I feel that this is not such a bad result? The result, yes, from a PAT perspective and from a PBIT perspective, from a EBITDA perspective, it is not good, definitely not good, right? And this is the only increase here is other expenses. Let me see if they've actually shown the other expenses here. Can somebody tell me why it's not very bad? Yes, it's definitely not great, right? We'll see how it reacts tomorrow. But I would say that it is not very bad only because there is growth momentum going on, but the EBITDA and PAT is looking bad, right? So if the growth momentum is going on and if the EBITDA and PAT are looking like this, right? As I said, we had done one episode, we had actually spoken about this where IT companies, people were expecting terrible results, and it actually came out really good, and that is why the market started rejoicing in that, right? And same with Tata Elxsi. If you saw Tata Elxsi, it had been doing really bad. In fact, it had fallen from the peak of 10,000 to almost 21% dip, right? Now, again, there's another thing now we need to check one more thing. Let me go to Tata Elxsi. Right, Tata Lxc is trading at 78 times PE, which is not normal. Ideally, even if it's a premium company, it should trade somewhere between 30 to 40, but it is definitely trading at 78 times PE, right? I would say now after this result, let's wait for another 1 week. Okay, let's wait for another 1 week so that the full momentum swing can be absorbed right now with 1 week. Because if we'll understand exactly what is going to happen in the next 1 week, whether the market is considering this as a good result or is it considering it as a bad result, because now the PE is gone down. So the PE has gone down, the market price and the current price and the stock PE should adjust accordingly, right? So I would say wait a little bit. Okay, 1 more week you wait, and after 1 week we'll get a very clear indication as is the stock going down or is the stock going up. And the minute it goes into oversold territory, that is when we'll start buying. And what is oversold territory? Somewhere here in the RSI meter, we will take a buy call over there. Till now I'm not indicating a buy call here, right? Awesome. Bears बोलेंगे 4500 आएगा. अरे कुछ भी आने दो. See, I'm not worried about this, right? Even if Tata Elxsi goes down to 4500, I will buy more, I will add more, because I know that this entire bear market that we see right now is going to be my millionaire game for the next 5 years, right? I'm going to make money after 5 years, not now. Now I will just keep accumulating. Even if I get 1% return, 2% returns in a year, I'm not going to cry too much about it. I'm just going to accumulate. And the minute the next bull run comes in the next 6 years, you will see me buying all the cars and all the houses, right? That is what... after 1 week, if it goes up, no problem. Let it go up if it goes up, because see, if it goes up, then it's not going to stop, right? Even if after 1 week it goes back to 9,500, doesn't matter, right? It's going to go up even more to 12,000 eventually. So you still have the upside. But if you buy right now and it goes down, then you will say that Shashank, oh my God, I bought it and the stock price fell down. And if it goes up, you're like, shit, I should have bought it. So you can't have it both ways. You have to be a little smart about it and then invest in a smart way. What is happening with Laurus? Laurus, don't worry. It's a long-term play. It's not a short-term play. We're waiting for the capacity expansion. There's nothing wrong with Laurus, guys. Somebody was saying Laurus. What is happening with Laurus? Nothing's Laurus. It's not falling at all. It's been trading range bound from a very long period of time. Ninja 2.0 saying Laurus is falling and I'm worried. It's not falling at all. It has been in this zone from a very long period of time. Wait for the next capacity expansion to kick in. Wait for the new revenues to start kicking in. Only then you will see the actual result, right? It's not like you buy right now and you will get return right now. It doesn't work that way, guys. I've told you this 100 times. You don't expect that you buy something right now and you will get result. It takes time for it to go up. If you look at Laurus Labs didn't do anything for 10 years, and then after that suddenly in 1 year it gave so much returns that all of us were like, oh, Laurus Labs. So ruko, like, you know, you've seen that meme, right? Ruko zara. Relax karo. Wipro. Oh, let me come to a lot of people who are talking about Wipro. So Wipro, if you guys had made the levels I had given you last time, okay, you would already know that this was the time where you're taking a sell position right now, not a buy position, because Wipro is not doing really well. It is in a bad position. Wipro is going to go down to 346 now, right? It is going to go down another 10-15%. This is a time to take a sell position in Wipro. There is no indication or there is no anything with respect to Wipro that it looks like a buy call right now. Nothing looks like a buy call. There is nothing that looks like a positive momentum right now. It is going to go down to 346 and then stabilize over there, and hopefully it doesn't break 346, because if it breaks 346, we will see a very new all-time low coming in. But Wipro, not good at all. You want to check Wipro's result also very quickly for all the people who are holding Wipro. Chalo, a lot of people I kept saying don't take Wipro. There are so many stocks that are better than Wipro. You can invest in TCS, you can invest in Infosys. HCL Tech is doing so well. KPIT is okay. Tata Elxsi is okay. Do not invest in Wipro. Just because Wipro is trading at 300-400 rupees, you're taking a call, but your money goes down either way, right? I've told this 100 times to you guys. Either which way, we'll just see from a year-on-year, quarter-on-quarter perspective. Yes, definitely a growth in total income. Total income growth has been witnessed from a quarter-on-quarter perspective, right? Even if you look at total, we'll come down to total expenses. Total expenses has gone up quite significantly, 144 and 137. So quite significant total increase jump. What has the jump been? Again, employee benefit expense, right? Employee benefit expense, which is your salaries, have gone up quite significantly right now. Number one. Even legal and professional charges have gone up quite significantly here. Is this because of the moonlighting issue? Okay, marketing expense has actually gone down, which is a great move. Marketing expenses has gone down, but everything else remains quite stable, right? Now, if you look at their total profit before tax is pretty much the same. There is literally no increase in profit before tax from the last quarter to this quarter, right? Profit for the period also pretty much the same. There is no difference. Again, here total comprehensive income for the period 22,000, and here because last year they had that weird income that they expense that they got, it was 16,900, but now if you look at it, it's 4.17 right now, which is basic. In fact, this is a true indicator, not the total comprehensive income. This is a true indicator, and if you see that from a quarter on quarter perspective, they've added barely anything. Now the problem here is the growth is not fast enough. They're expecting a high 10% growth rate or an 8% growth rate, but the growth here is not fast enough, and the expenses are also amounting a lot. So that is what is giving people jitters when it comes to Wipro. And obviously Wipro, you can see that the market also reacted quite badly. It opened from 400, it opened directly a gap down and another gap down. Now it's continuously in a downward position right now. So for people who are holding Wipro, boss, I would suggest don't do Wipro, right? I have reduced the position on IEX, but I'm still holding IEX. It's not like I have left IEX, mainly because, as I said, IEX is an energy play. The reason why IEX went up so much was because energy sector itself was booming and everything went up. Now the energy sector boom has gotten over. Now the next boom will come some other time. So I started accumulating as well. Now HPX also came in, which created another bad news for IEX, which is now again in the same zone. So that is what we're also seeing right now. So I would say wait. I would say it's not a bad pick. There is still monopoly play. It is just not the darling anymore. That is why nobody's investing in it. But it is not a bad position to currently keep in this, right? So Happiest Minds, it's not doing much. It's not doing much right now. Let's wait for the result to come out. 27th October is the result. Let's wait for the result to come out and then give a better understanding of this. Yeah. But if you look at some of the companies that I've been reading up upon, Finiotex is obviously doing really well right now. Mastech is still good. Polyplex, let's look at that. Rajratan Global is also good. Megmani Finechem, very good company as well, right? These are some of the good. I'm just showing you some of the good companies that are still on the screen now. Deepak Fertilizers, very strong bet that I'm taking on Deepak Fertilizers for long term. It is currently trading at 11,000 crore market cap. A lot of people, I remember, asked me this question: Shashank, can you find another Laurus Labs, or can you find another Tata Elxsi, or can you find another whatever multi-bagger? Because I did remember we did find 2-3 multi-baggers last time. Now, if you want to ask me, for all the people who are watching here today, you guys are lucky. If you want to ask me, I would take a bet on Deepak Fertilizers right now, hands down. Right, again, this is for 2-year time frame, but I would take a bet on Deepak Fertilizers right now, only because there's so much going good here for Deepak Fertilizers right now. So I'm taking a bet. I don't know about you guys. I am taking a bet for the long term, right? Again, from a long term perspective, we will see how good it is. From a revenue perspective, fundamentally it is very strong. It is doing really well. Little bit in the cyclical commodity play. Good debt to equity ratio over here as well. So everything looks very attractive, and they're doing a massive capex right now. Only negative is promoter holding selling right now, but everything else apart from that looks very attractive, and I'm going to take a bet on this for the long term. Megmani Finechem also 6,000 crore market cap, very young in the space. Doing really well. Quarter on quarter, it is growing beautifully. This is another company that has constantly been growing. So that's what I said. Ideally, one second. So that's what I said. Ideally, you should keep looking at companies that are doing really well on a quarter basis. Whether it's a trending market, non-trending market, you will still end up making money, whatever it is, right? So Megmani Finechem is good. Rajratan is again a long-term play only on this. I think a lot of people have spoken about it. Polyplex not moving much. That something happened from a quarter on quarter. No, quarter on quarter is fine. The results, the expenses are going up because of the commodity play here, right? But Polyplex, again, not a bad company. It is okay, not a bad company. Finiotex is again doing really well. It is also growing constantly, again in a small market cap zone of 4,000. So these are some companies that come up on my screener. I mean, even hospital companies are doing well. Navin Fluorine is obviously doing well over here. KPR Mills, again, very cyclical for me. I don't like such a big cyclical stock. Laurus Labs, Sumitomo Chem, all these companies are some really good gems here. Like Sheffer India was something that new that came up in the screener right now. But Astral is also doing well. Varun Beverages, Page Industries, Gale, everything's here.